Hey y'all, how you doing today? Path to Nowhere has a considerable variety of characters you can unlock, but if you're a beginner, finding out what hero to use can be problematic. Luckily, experts across the web have created a tier list for Path to Nowhere to solve this problem. First up in the S tier is Demon. Most players consider Demon to be the most overpowered hero in the game. His special attack stacks with a special shield for himself and his allies. The more health points he has, the more powerful protection he has. He also has potent attack stats, allowing him to kill enemies fast. Nox is the most accessible hero in the S tier. She can be unlocked by completing the new 14-day event. Nox has incredibly high DPS and a passive ability that decreases your enemy's defense. Moreover, Nox increases attack points while killing enemies, which is one of the best abilities in Path to Nowhere, so make sure to obtain this hero as soon as you can. Labyrinth is the only hero in the S tier that has a B rarity, so you can unlock her even if you don't play the game daily. Labyrinth is a damage dealer who takes the primary role in a team. She can break enemy shields and even destroy Demon's shield. Even though Bai has less DPS than Nox, she can still deal a lot of damage in the shortest period of time. Her unique skill significantly increases critical rate, and she's one of the fastest heroes in the game. Langley is a top-level hero because of her particular skill. It provides you with an area of effect attack that can hit a 3x3 area. So Langley is a perfect option if you want to fight against bosses or groups of enemies. Irene is a magical attacker that probably has one of the best passive abilities in the game. While using auto attack, she creates a particular black hole that hits a 3x3 area. The only disadvantage is that Irene is weak in melee fights. And last in the S tier is going to be Hamel. Hamel is the only healer in Path to Nowhere that's worthy of being in the S tier. She has an area of effect heal with some solid passive skills. And next up is the A tier, starting with Countless Chelsea. Countless Chelsea is one of the most complex heroes in Path to Nowhere, but in professional hands she can show excellent results. She can summon a panther that can be used as a shield, and she also has damage reduction, allowing her to take a lot of damage. The main feature of Demolia is her health points. She can quickly increase them and after that heal herself, which significantly increases her survivability. Serpent is one of the deadliest heroes in Path to Nowhere. While using a standard attack, she applies a slowdown effect to enemies and increases her speed. Moreover, whenever there are no enemies near Serpent, she will raise her own attack. Ruleka can only deal damage using critical attacks, but she can increase her own crit rate and deal a tremendous amount of damage while attacking. Zoya is an A-tier hero, most likely to appear in Tier S in the future. She has a 3x3 area of effect attack that can deal significant damage. Also, Zoya has many health points and has no problem killing enemies in short range. But the best thing about Zoya is her passive skill. It increases her attack speed, making her suitable in even the late stages of the game. Priscilla can summon a clone who helps her during battle. She has high DPS, allowing you to down enemies quickly. Unfortunately, her lack of health points doesn't make her worthy of being an S tier. Hecate's unique ability has a long firing range and hits every target within this range. It's extremely powerful, but Hecate does not have good survivability, so you should be careful while using her. Ariel is the only healer in the A tier. The only difference between her and Hamel is that she is universal. Ariel has increased damage, which enables her to fight against enemies, and for increased damage, she gives up her healing capabilities. So Ariel cannot heal as effectively as Hamel can. Victoria is a hero with really significant damage. However, she forgoes health points for such a high attack capability. She will lower her health points to gain more attacks and kill enemies more effectively. Luvia Ray is the most classic damage dealer in Path to Nowhere. She has high attack stats and a passive skill oriented to buffing her own attack, and overall she's a mighty hero that will always bring a benefit to your team. Crash has one of the best special attacks in the game. The area of effect attack can deal high amounts of damage quickly, and this attack has an unblocking effect so that enemies will not be able to dodge it. The only disadvantage of Crash is that she's purely physical and therefore must be complemented by a powerful support. The best thing about EMP is that this hero is free. You can obtain her by completing the first chapter of the story. She's perfectly suitable for the role of a background hero. Her special attack can wipe out low HP heroes, and she provides additional buffs for your team. Now that we're moving on to the B tier, it seems like we have a lot of characters in this tier, but they were not all explained in detail. So I'll just quickly go over all of the characters in the B tier. Includes KK, Peggy, Kava, Picassi, Cinnabar, Wendy, Tetra, Flora, Joan, Oliver, 99, Ingus, Mess, Macchiato, Anne, Sumir, and Wolverine. Cinnabar is a unique combination of powerful abilities in one character. She can create a 3x3 range shield protecting allies. Even though the shield doesn't have many health points, using it can still be handy during battles. 99 is one of the best tanks in Path to Nowhere. You will exchange her health points in order to deal damage to enemies. Her extraordinary abilities reduce her health to get a significant attack bonus to deal hefty damage. Sumir hits 4 times in a row in the same direction with her special ability. This ability is extremely powerful on small maps, making Sumir more effective. Also, Sumire increases her damage whenever someone is in the opposite space to her. Even though Wolverine can't play the central role in the team, his slowing down effect allows him to be effective even with higher tier characters. Wolverine has special traps that stun enemies. These traps have a high range, making this hero super helpful. And lastly on this tier list we have the C tier. Now again, there's a lot more characters named than are explained in detail, so I'll just shortly go over all of the characters in the C tier: Shay, Kelvin, Hela, Hero, Dolly, Iron, Fox, Chameleon, Pepper, Gekka Bishin, and Lisa. Did I just butcher that? The main feature of Pepper is her powerful attack speed. She can even increase it using a particular skill, but the main problem with Pepper is that she has no other stats to back it up. Even though the game has different characters with unique abilities, it would be best to only use the characters from the top of the Path to Nowhere tier list. Tier S and Tier A are the most universal and more suitable for various in-game situations. And that's going to do it for the Pocket Gamer staff's Path to Nowhere tier list with all characters ranked. My personal opinion on this tier list is that it didn't really go over too many characters in detail. They also only reviewed a handful of the characters. Even though they were all ranked in the list, not all characters were explained why they were placed in that ranking. Everything else was generic things that you could figure out all on your own. So if I had to rate this tier list, I would rate it a D tier. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, then feel free to join my Discord. But other than that, y'all, that's going to do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.